Anal sex.
Welcome
And
to the
we
stream,
are
everybody.
live.
And we are live. Look at that.
Fucking viewers. Is there any viewers right now too? Oh no. Wait, where's Tara?
They'll come eventually. Hide that.
Why hide it?
Why hide it? We obsess over it.
Fair enough.
All right.
We are losing no frame.
Yeah, I know, sir. Oh, so far so good.
Because no one else is here.
And fucking to pick it up. Welcome to Shit Show, fellas.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, this one should be a real atrocity.
That's how we like it here.
Tonight we will be playing Game of 5. Nope, never mind. Gamma 5.
His special needs, please forgive.
Yes, and my special need is a fever, and the only prescription is Game of 5.
It's Valentine's Day, come on.
Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, I just need to get my all my papers out. So this one is also a bit based on what you may ask. Based on our character creation being the majority thing. Hence, like, this is why we have a bit of an inside joke here involving this game, where it just.
I'm not that good. Who said that? Tara. That's
Who the
terrible.
fuck is okay? Well, getting that right off the bat, apparently. Let's go. So, a bit of an inside joke that we have here with this game, Game of 5, which, by the way, if anybody's ever heard of Gamma World, this is actually what this is based on. It's called Gamma 5 because it's actually somebody took the old storyline and property. Did you just dab when you cough, Daniel? Gross.
Oh, ew. That is gross. I would never do that.
Now, also, we have a mic sitting here in front of him. It should be able to pick them up a bit better.
I don't see Michael anywhere.
So, the old storyline and the character concepts of Gamma World goofed it up a little bit, just like teased around a little bit, just tugged on its chain a little bit, and then mashed it together with the rules and systems of D&D 5th edition to give it a bit more of a pizzazz, a bit more modernity. They essentially like the way Windows just burnt away its old logo and just replaced it with the 4 squares of different colors. They just gave it a brand new look.
Will devolve.
Based. So tonight, we will include the character creation in this as well. And if we have enough time, might be able to get a bit of a one-shot at the end here. I say maybe we might have enough time. Guess who's back? Back again.
Velothius. Welcome.
Get fucking cracking, my guy.
I know that person.
I have no idea who that is.
Based. Oh, I forgot. Daniel hasn't seen the Foop Society emo. So here,
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
beautiful email.
Your email didn't go through.
check that out. So
yeah,
that's
beautiful. Tier
that's
3
society. We live in a society
We
right
do
now. Okay.
live in
Okay. Anyways, I was just showing that to Daniel.
Ooh.
Velothius, tier 1, baby. Thank you.
go!
Now he's got poopy and LOL. There you go. I did that. There you go. No pooping. No pooping on stream, please. No pooping on stream. We have a bathroom about like 10 yards away. Just please use that. So,
Man, please.
as we were saying
Please carry
about
on.
the poopy whoopy. So yeah, I say if we have enough time because the character creation does take a hot minute and it ends up being ends up taking a lot of the momentum with it because it's fucking fat. It's very fat and sturdy, just like Daniel's cock. Juicy little D&D cock.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem,
I get
bro.
complimented on this stream.
Anytime, brother. Oh, Velothius already flexing on. Okay, there we go. So, we will be using our apps because the D&D character creation app that I was referring to when we first did D&D character creation and a little one-off, very, very base, Grumpbox, thank you, is, welcome to the stream, by the way, was actually more or less able to take care of everything here. I didn't want to print out papers for this because they do have character sheets for this stupid fucking fan-made thing, except it's gross. It's very gross. It's like I look at the fucking thing and it reminds me of Nickelodeon slime. I hate it. It's like orange on green on brown. It's very gross. It's a mess. So we're going to be using the character creation apps because it's saving the ecosystem.
Of
Right?
course, that's the main reason.
Very based.
We're ecologically friendly here.
And we're lazy. So, why don't we go ahead and just dive right on. So, gentlemen.
Please continue. I'm sorry.
It's time for us to dive right in. You like that? You like that one? See, I'm elaborating on the joke here. I'm killing the joke. I'm beating the dead horse right now. Now, anyways, moving on. Sendel. I can read the introduction here, but I don't think anybody wants to see that. So, moving on. So we need to go. We skip straight to character creation. Now, the first things first. Take every single conception you have about character creation and just throw it high. Also here. And just take your character creation ideas and just throw it in the fucking trash right now. Because this entire thing is dice-based. You barely make any decisions at all with your character. It's all determined by RNG. Pretty much, the entire complexity of it. I mean, granted, it has some huge-ass die charts, so it is very good. But this is essentially how it goes. So, first things first, figuring out the exoskeleton of your creature. So we start from humble beginnings of, sure, it's the post-apocalypse, and everybody's DNA had essentially just a big fat orgy with each other, just a big melting pot of raw genetic material that everybody and everything on the planet possibly had. So it's about us being mutants. Now, what kind of mutants, you may ask, is determined by these little fucking rocks that we have sitting in front of us today. Look at that. That's hot. That's
metal rock.
Now we can
That's
finally,
a metal rock.
We can finally start flexing on our dice, by the way. Flex, fuck boy. Flex. Yes. Really get it in there. Vanna White that shit.
Dance for.
Vanna White that shit. Look at that. That's so tiny. That's like a pearl. That is hot. I might roll a character along with this. Never gonna use my dice anymore. That's true. Okay. Yeah, if anybody wants to get on it, feel free to. I will try to keep you guys up with it as far as like any numbers if anybody gets some rolling shit. But anyways, Foop T20 emote. Fucking like maybe if we get more, maybe if I can unlock more subscription like emote slots.
Reason to.
Maybe if we can get based enough for it. Moving on. So starting off, we need to determine our character's bio, which is sure we're humanoid, like we're bipedal and we have flesh most likely. But unfortunately, we went into the teleporter with something else as well. So now we need to roll a D8 to figure out what that is. We have 8. Oh wait, no, hold on. I forgot I have DLC because there was an updated version that has 2 more entrants. So we have a D10 to roll here to figure out one of 10 different options of what your character could actually be. I think one of these is actually pure strain, but for the most part, these are just strange, aberrational creatures. So why don't we start with Daniel here? I noticed he was right on the bat with that. 5. You are just a human mutated. It's just a very based canvas.
Very based.
You have a strongly human heritage, but combined with just vast mutations. So this is essentially like the fighter class of Gamma 5. Like this is a grab bag. You end up having the most various mutations and like the most like out there shit. You're just kind of like plucking from everything here.
I got a 4.
Okay, so with a 4, we have a bug.
I'm a fucking bug?
You evolve from an insectoid being like an ant, a cockroach, or a spider.
It sure bugs me.
I'll be a beetle. A beetle.
I'm getting the kazoo out, by the way. We have a kazoo.
Oh no.
I'm getting that out here.
What you've done. Chat, you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this.
Yeah, there we go. That's pretty good. That's pretty loud. That's pretty based. Now, moving on. We go to the next part. So, hold on a minute. Let me see. Bug and human mutated. So I got to pull up the original document here. Okay. Now we record your bio traits in the character sheet for step 2, which let's see here. So, starting with bug with Varun. I mean, casual insect vibes as it is. Your kind can withstand radiations better than others, and your exoskeleton protects you from minors. Oh, sorry, minor blows.
Okay.
Oh, blowing from minors. Okay, that makes sense. All right, appearance. Depending on your mutations, your form may vary from that of a giant cockroach to a bipedal dragonfly, a ladybug, or a spider. Yes, we know spiders aren't technically insects, they're arachnids. Regardless of that, You have a thick exoskeleton, absolute cake of an exoskeleton, and round, multifaceted eyes. You probably have antennae, and you walk on long, spindly legs. Now, this is where it gets a little funky. So it works a lot like 5th edition with D&D as far as like the basic stats, and then you have your sub abilities that roll off of that. But Gamma 5 likes to give you based on your bio based. You have certain set amounts, and then you roll randomly with the others, and then mutations might dictate otherwise. You'll notice that the stats here in this game get very fucking pumped real quick. Like you're able to go over 20, and it's encouraged for you to go over 20 because this game is very hard mode. A lot of the creatures you're gonna go up against have like a shotgun that can one-shot you at level 1, more or less. So you want to make sure you have like enough constitution, or you can fucking like throw time knives at the fucking guy before he gets over to you, or just some weird shit. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess of a game. I love it. Let's get down to it. So ability scores. I'm sorry, Daniel. Were you gonna say something?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No,
Do I need to pull out a fucking?
No, don't.
Do I need to pull out an instrument? Do I need a kazoo?
No.
Kazoo? Slide whistle?
No.
I'm just gonna whip out my Dr. Pepper.
You gotta whip out a tuba. Just fucking buy a
whip this
tuba.
out, you know.
Welcome to Gamma 5, everybody.
DM hates you. Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
That's what it
DM.
sounds like.
Yeah, DM actually stands for domestic violence. So, ability scores. Your Constitution score is 18.
Ooh.
Roll
That'll last a long
3d6
time.
5 times, and assign the results of these rolls to your other ability scores as you see fit. So, as a bug, his Constitution score is set at 18. Granted, he can have mutations that can buff that up even more, but what it's trying to get across the fact that his exoskeleton and his absolute cake is very good for honking it out, as it were.
Four.
Okay, so while he's doing that, let's go to mutated human. Although you resemble the ancients, what Gamma 5 refers to as purebred humans, a clean race, as it were,
Right, of course.
more closely than other mutants, there's no mistaking you for a pure strain. Appearance.
I don't have passing privilege.
Amen, sister. Appearance. You have a clearly human heritage, but years of radiations, alter realities, and or weird experiments have turned you into some grotesque abomination of God. Your looks largely depend on the random mutations you will obtain during character creation. Ability scores. Roll 3d6 6 times and assign the results of these rolls to your ability scores as you see fit. Then, all of your ability scores each increase by 2.
Ooh,
Each?
Each.
damn.
They all increase by 2. Because it's the fattest grab bag.
3, 8, plus 4.
So while they're working on that, it's going to be a couple of base stuff here. We'll get to them in a second while they're working on that. So there's like some things like there's also shit that determines your size, your speed. But then again, size medium means like nothing special. Blah blah blah. They're like fucking 5'11" probably. The usual shit you find on the average Tinder bio. Now, speed might be something different here. Let me see. Is there anything unique with that? No. Okay, nothing there. Okay.
7.
And then skill proficiencies. So your mutation also dictates skill proficiencies. Which you'll have in addition to whatever the fuck else you end up picking. Your bio, your heritage really dictates a lot of what's going on here. Your racial heritage really does dictate so much here. Let's not talk about racial heritage real quick. And let's slide right past that one.
Yikes.
Okay. Do we have everybody? I see everybody stop rolling.
I have stopped rolling. I don't know where to put the scores, but that will happen in the future.
We might. I think technically for technical reasons, we might want to allocate that right now because
it is allocated.
It is asking for that right now. So probably just stick closest to the rule book right now that nobody's ever going to use. This is just us having a shit show here. Yes, Daniel?
It is allocated.
I see.
It is allocated.
It is allocated. Beautiful.
allocated.
What do we have here for everybody's stats? Just to keep up to pace with everybody here.
15, 16, 18, 10, 10, 10.
So for Varun we have 15 strength, 16 dexterity, 18 constitution. Yes, of course. Very, very good. Very good. Now,
Yeah.
keep in mind, like we said before, for every modifier, for every division of 2 over 10, it's another modifier in the actual roll. So we have 18 con, which is a +4. Moving on. 10 intelligence, 10 wisdom, 10 charisma. What the fuck?
I got a lot of that.
So like physically built. Mentally,
I'm just like perfectly
Physically,
average.
mentally, just like come see, come saw, you know.
I'm not much
Suck.
better. I'm not much better. I'll be
Okay,
honest.
going to the
But I don't-
toxic vat abomination. What do we have here?
That's hurtful. 14 strength, 18 dexterity,
Ooh.
Okay, very built.
14 constitution, 14 intelligence, a little bit better, 13 wisdom, 10 charisma.
I see. So you should. So what you're saying is you told him that you read Moby Dick, but you haven't actually
I
read
haven't
Moby
actually
Dick.
read Moby
Yeah.
Dick, so I'm kind of just making it up.
So you did hear that there was like that one line that was like, "From hell's heart I stab at thee," and you just kind of keep trying to beat that dead horse to make it seem like you've read Moby Dick.
Right, exactly.
But
you
just
know.
to be clear, never read Moby Dick before.
I've never read it. Never read. It's
Moby
very
Dick
gay
before.
to
Hey,
read a
guys, how's it
book
going? Welcome
with the
to-
word
welcome
dick
to
in
the
it.
welcome
It's
to the
very
stream, guys.
gay.
Very
I can't
gay.
tell anyone that.
Very, very gay. Unbased. Now, like we said, your size is medium. Woohoo. No big deal. Nothing. It's
I don't
it's
know, was that
very,
kinda
very
strange?
stock. Very stock.
Do I get any racial features?
Now, yes, I'm glad we're talking about race now because we're about to come to that.
Wow.
Let's talk about race for a minute.
Let's talk about race, everyone.
Let's talk about race. Now, we'll get to your. Okay, so everybody's same thing with normal walking speed. Very normal, 30 feet, which is very normal. Very normal. That is per turn, by the way, for like combat situations. That determines your speed
right.
during movement per turn. And then we go to skill proficiencies. So now there's a slight amendment to normal 5th edition D&D. Now everything is the same except for there are 2 stats that have been changed. History, religion, and arcana, I believe, have been errated and combined into one stat, which is conspiracy. I don't know why the fuck they call it conspiracy. I guess maybe it's more for like the Illuminati reasons. But I mean, I guess it's just an angle. Whatever. It's called conspiracy. I'm going with it. I'm putting my thumb up my ass and I'm smiling. Then we have, instead of medicine and wisdom, it has been replaced with science. I guess it's a sci-fi game, so they had to make it a bit more topical. Understandable. Now, aside from that, everything's normal. Skill proficiencies. For a bug, you have a proficiency in the survival skill. Now, proficiency means that you add your proficiency bonus on top of whatever other bonus that you have for that specific ability roll, which at level 1 is +2, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Then, for mutated human, you have proficiency in a single skill of your choice. You cannot select the ancient tech skill this way. Now, that's another thing. Surprise, there is actually a 3rd amendment to the base stats. There is ancient skill, which essentially means your capability to operate a microwave. Nobody can touch this skill except for a pure strain human at level 1, because nobody has any idea what the fuck a microwave even do, let alone how to touch the...
That side isn't gonna open, but this side will.
Thank you for
Fantastic.
the ASMR.
We got him, boys. Terrorism is no more. All right.
Normal, we're gone.
Yeah, so anyways, ancient tech skill just determines your ability to operate a microwave, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, nobody can touch this. But mutated human can just pick any skill that he wants to be proficient in. He wants to be based in.
Who I want to be based in?
While he's working on that. Now we get to the meat and potatoes of character creation. Really, really into the meat and potatoes. This is my favorite. Mutations. Now, this is really going to start throwing some shit into the fan. This is where their character, which is the shit, hits the fan. Well, actually, no, I guess it'd be the other way around. Like, their character would be the fan that's on high, and then the shit is the mutations. And it hits the fan, and it turns into like a big brown spray that just hits the entire room, and then everybody looks at the canvas, like backs away from it to the doorway. And then I think Daniel's trying to attempt to mimic my
I'm translating.
Anyways, yeah, yeah. Anybody need ASL? we good? Fucking ASL, bro. You read? Bro, you read? Damn. Anyways, yeah, and then they look back at the canvas and they go, "Oh, good God, what have I made?" Now, going on to biomutations, starting with a bug. Bug has some set mutations that you start off with. You automatically gain the blind sight, climber, radiation resistance, and thick hide mutations. Now, I know everybody here is asking questions as to what the hell those mean. We will get to that.
Right, blind sight, climber,
Radiation resistance,
raid.
Oh, thank God, that was for the
Raid Shadow Legends, and thick hide, which further elaborating on the cake. No, Ryan, please, by all means, please, by all means.
No. Nothing's happening here.
If somebody subscribes right now, we'll get another ASMR session. Subscribe right now. Anyways, very based. Now, yeah. So he's got his mutated human biomutations. You don't gain anything specific.
What?
Very, very can based. Wow, so cool. Wow, you just don't fit into any of the groups in high school.
Just quirky and unique.
Yeah, you sat in the corner and then later in life became an active shooter. So you hate to see it, chat.
You hate to see it.
Chat. Now we move on to random mutations. The bug. You gain 3 additional mutations. Roll 3 times on the random mutations table.
D100, right?
Yes, we'll get to that in a second. We're gonna get there. And then for mutated human, you gain 5 random mutations. Roll 5 times on the random mutations table.
Oh, I get 7 total while he only gets 5?
That's correct.
Yeah, fucked.
I know.
Well, very base. Now,
I don't feel very mutated.
for the meat and potatoes of it all, boys, we go to the mutation table. Now, this thing is fucking massive. You roll a D100, which I believe for all 3 of us will pertain. I mean, I don't know why I said 3 of me, but so you could roll a D100, which essentially looks like a fucking fat spear of 100 different numbers. Or if you're a normal functioning member of society, you have 2 D10s. You have one number be the 10s, and then the other number be the single digits. And if you roll all zeros, then it's 100. If you roll 001, then it's a 1. The usual shit. Now. Then you go on this massive, I think it's like 98-ish different possibilities for mutations here. And then these guys, and then why don't we just hop right into why don't we just go ahead, take the big fat pile of manure, and just throw it right on the fan. Go ahead. Who wants to go first?
I'll start since I have more to do than he does.
Understandable. Have a good
More
day.
mutations.
Absolutely, Daniel. He has more quirks, genetic quirks.
That's an 81. What does
An
an 81 get me?
An 81.
Gets you a -5
Right for
to
start.
any of your stats.
-5. You're gonna have to sit there and eat it. You're gonna have to love it.
Is it
81 is revitalizing. You can heal creatures with your touch. Again, we will elaborate on what all these mutations mean once we have all our mutations taken care of. We're gonna figure them out one at a time. Very, very nice stuff. Very nice stuff. Unique random XD. Wow, Tara. So random.
So quirky.
Okay, I got a 95.
Oh my God.
95. Christ. Oh, thick hide.
Wait, do I re-roll that?
Now, here's the thing. Apparently, thick hide just means you gain a +2 to armor class, so you could just have it stack.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Just have 2 instances of thick hide, so that way he's extra cake. We're talking like German chocolate on top of that fucking lemon meringue, baby. This is an abomination. He's he's got an endoskeleton on top of his endoskeleton. That shit's like fucking plexiglass now. All right. Why don't we go ahead with Daniel again, back to back.
That is a 82.
What the fuck is this, dude? All
I'm
right.
about to get a 96.
I need all the healing.
Rooted. You cannot be knocked prone and are pushed 10 feet less than normal. Again, we will elaborate here in a second. Taco truck, says Tara. Yes, we'll get to the funny joke here in a minute. Yes, there's a. We'll get there in a second. No spoilers. No spoilies. My fucking moderator, don't spoil it.
I got 100. No shit.
Holy shit!
God damn, you did get 100.
Oh my god, that's a crit. What do we have here?
You know what I got? What I got? I have another mint, yes. Please continue.
Absolutely. Number 100 is wormhole. Your powers can throw enemies into other dimensions for some time. Well, again, we'll elaborate on this in a second. Apparently the fucking insect thing can throw some wormholes. We'll figure it out. We'll work out the expanded Gamma 5 lore here in a couple minutes. Once we get the characters here, we play by ear, baby. Let's go.
Damn.
Very based.
96. All right, I'll take it.
Time Walker. Ooh. You can briefly step into the future. All right, we got a fucking okay. So we have somebody walking in the 5th and 4th dimensions, respectively.
Yeah, I control space. You control time.
Oh,
this
no.
is dope as fuck.
This is not good.
This is not. This is
Two idiots in control.
This is fucked up.
World.
You know, there
not good.
are about like I think you guys seem to be sticking in the last 20% of all the mutations here. There are another 80% of slots for mutations.
All right,
It's fine.
This is my last one.
All right, let's see.
Oh, wow, sucks to be you then, doesn't it?
43.
43. Okay, here we go. The bottom half. All right. 43. What do we have here?
He decides to
43. Formidable wisdom. +4 to wisdom score.
Okay,
Damn,
I guess
wise as
I'm
fuck.
really wise.
I mean, yeah, seeing some shit in your different quantum timelines definitely teaches a man something. Teaches him humility. All right, Daniel, your last 2, I think.
I know this didn't fucking save.
Your what? Oh, your booty.
Okay, hold
That is a 46.
46. Okay. What do we have for 46? Frostborn. Deal an extra D6 cold damage with melee attacks.
Ooh. Frostborn?
Frostborn. Yeah, this is some Skyrim shit apparently. All right.
Not firstborn.
I don't want to sacrifice my. No, I said firstborn. I don't want to sacrifice my frostborn.
This is the last one. 90s. 96.
96. Wait, didn't you get that?
Yes, I got this time.
Time walk. Well, I mean that one doesn't really stack, so why don't we go ahead and errata that? It's just
77.
okay. 77 is
Ooh,
better.
That's gotta be fun, right?
Radiation resistance.
Hey, join me.
Yeah, you're both. You both have been hardened by Chernobyl.
Okay, what the fuck keeps happening? My character just erased itself.
Again.
We're.
Okay, I gotta remember everything. Ugh, give me a second.
What do we have? Our
Let's clip that.
yes, chat. Can we get that clip where Varun loses everything and has to start fresh?
Man.
Sucks to suck. Here, if you need to.
Wowzers.
Oh wait, no, I'm using my phone. Shit, I was gonna let him use my phone, but then I remembered I'm already using it for keeping tabs on shit. Not cool. Not cool. Exactly. Now that's an appropriate use of the foopy poopy emote. Absolutely.
Do we get any save proficiency?
We will get to that.
All right. Okay. Can you remind me of the mutations for a bug?
Yes, that would be very cool. What do we have? Bug. Would be blind sight, climber, radiation resistance, and of course,
Radical.
can't forget the cake mutation. Yes. And then you got thick height again, so ×2. Then you got wormhole and fucking what was the last one?
Wisdom.
Oh yeah, the +4 to wisdom. Yeah, very cool.
Miracle.
Now your average wisdom is now slightly above average. I think it's like 1 above yours, right? Because you had like 13. He's looking.
Yes.
He's looking right now. There you go.
Sorry.
He's got it.
I wasn't scrolling.
He got it.
How the fuck do I save it then?
It should just save automatically.
It should.
Oh, I wonder if it's because of my internet. I don't have internet.
Yes, the cloud. The Dungeons and Dragons Beyond Cloud.
Huh? Huh? I can't understand you. Oh. Chat, please send help. He is kazooing his slide whistle. At Maroon, he is absolutely bullying one of his players.
It's called a kazissel, bitch.
Kazissel?
Or a slide kazoo. Which one makes more sense?
None of them make sense. Yeah, put that thing away. You know what?
Sheathed. Are you fucking?
You don't deserve it.
You don't deserve it. Yeah.
That I know.
Work sucks.
I know.
He leaves me kazoos on the stairs.
Slide kazoo.
Alright, it's saved for now.
Like, let's slide
Beautiful.
on past this
Beautiful.
conversation.
Why don't we go ahead and just
So DM,
slide past this?
revitalizing mean?
It
Okay.
just fucking crashed again. Okay, thank God it's saved at least.
Spooky.
Okay, now, okay, Varun is apparently having a midlife crisis with his iPad. Side whistles let me know she cares.
Hey, it ain't so.
I will not go.
No, we're moving on. Don't turn that light off. No, don't turn the light off. Don't carry me home.
Don't carry me home. Yeah, Spooky? Ready for the Halloween special? There's my employee of the month. There we go.
I make funny noises.
I will not blow. Okay, now we have all our mutations. Now we can specify whatever the fuck is going on there.
Is it in alphabetical?
Alpha, excuse me?
Is it in alphabetical?
Probably.
Alright, then I think the first one is light.
Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna have to slide back and forth between the original document and the DLC because it's back and forth between the mutations. Now, blind sight. You could. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah, thank you. Back and forth.
There you go. I almost.
Chat,
Yeah.
please buy
slide
us
off.
slide whistles. Okay, we need slide whistles. We need as many as you can send us, please. Send help.
We needed giant ones and we need tiny ones.
Based. Well, can I make this bigger?
No. We're
What does that mean? Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself. Anyways,
How much will that get me? I don't know. You're the one buying.
based. Now, blind sight. You can locate nearby creatures by sensing their vibration. Sorry, there was a typo here. You can locate nearby creatures by sensing their vibrations, heartbeats, or the motion of air around them. Yeah, I know that shit threw me off. That one had my brain turn off for a second there. My brain turned off. Benefit. You are aware of the location of any creature within 30 feet of you without needing to see it.
so basically just 30 feet vision no matter what.
It's like true sight. You're just like, my eyes. You got the vibration in your antennae. You're just like, somebody's breathing on me.
I think the next one would be
Yes, it's right underneath it. You gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed.
okay.
The next one is going to be Frostborn.
Frostborn. Here we go. Cold energy runs in your veins. You are a cool dude. Benefit. When you hit a creature with a melee attack, the attack deals an extra 1d6 cool damage.
Did that ever increase or no?
No. Lisa's not telling me.
Alright, because I know some, like, they get more damage, more powerful.
Yeah, but not you.
levels. Yeah, but not me.
Not you.
Not me.
No, not you. What's next?
Revitalizing.
Me too. Revitalizing. Let's see here. What do we have? Revitalize. Your touch heals wounds and allows creatures to recover their strengths. Benefit. As an action, you can touch a living creature.
And
It regains hit points equal to 1d8 plus your intelligence, wisdom, or charisma modifier. You choose the highest one.
1d8 plus
Your intelligence, wisdom, or charisma modifier, you choose the highest one.
Okay.
Plus 1d8 for every 5 levels of your character. Okay, so this one gets bigger.
So this one's
And
like cure wound.
Is there a limit on these?
After you use this mutation, you must complete a short or long rest before you can use it again. So it's a once per rest. A once per...
I guess we're all doing ASMR today. Clicky clack mask.
What does rooted mean? I only got one of the things down.
Rooted.
Wait, I think rad resistance is first.
Rad
I
resistance?
think you can guess what that one does.
Yeah, that one's pretty straightforward.
Is it just half rad damage?
Apparently, radiations can't kill you. Unless you step in a nuclear reactor, that is. Benefit. You are resistant to radiation damage.
Okay, I figured, but...
Note. If you are a robot, this mutation is useless for you. Simply roll again on the random mutation table. Understandable. Understandable.
I need to know what Time Walker does. That's it. Because rooted is just you can't be knocked prone, and you are knocked back to 10 less feet.
You always stand your ground. Yeah, rooted. Stand by me.
I need to know what wormhole does.
Yeah, benefit. You cannot be knocked prone.
Yes.
Correct. In addition, if an effect would push you any number of feet, instead it pushes you 10 feet less than normal.
Knocked back 10 less feet.
So-
I need Time Walker and Wormhole.
Yeah. So does that mean if I punch you and you have to go 5 feet back, you instead go 5 feet
I think it just means I don't move anywhere.
Yeah, it's essentially like you have to pass the threshold of 10 feet before you can actually push the guy.
Hell yeah, dude. What does Time Walker do?
Time Walker. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, I mean, did anybody ever actually play that fucking Xbox game? I think that was like one of the fucking. I think that was like one of the premier games on the console for the 360. Like Time Shift, I think it was called. Yeah, you essentially like put on it was like a military super suit that allowed you to control time, and I think you're some sort of like terrorist or something. And like everybody would come up around you, and you had this unique mechanic where you could stop, fast forward, or like rewind time in like short bursts, so you could do stuff. Dan, you're holding that thing like a fucking like facial hair mirror. You're just like you're like getting ready to shave. You're just like.
You're holding it by the charger, which is just disgusting.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, I know.
I'm waiting for the Time Walker explanation.
My dad would kill me if he saw that. Benefit. Oh, within the blink of an eye, you can step into the future and immediately come back, alerting your comrades of any nearing threat. Benefit. You and any of your allies within 20 feet of you have advantage on initiative checks and cannot be surprised.
Ooh.
Alright.
Not as powerful as the name suggests.
Yeah,
but
it's
pretty
more of
good.
like a That's So Raven kind of situation where you're just like you're just like cuming your pants.
It's just slightly better alert.
You're a ranger.
All right, wormhole. I want to toss people into other dimensions.
I want to toss their salad. Their extra dimensional salad.
All right.
By all means, Varun. Now this is scary. You can open rifts in other dimensions. That's a benefit. As an action, choose a creature within 30 feet of you. That creature must make a strength saving throw, DC equal to 8 plus your intelligence modifier, plus your proficiency bonus.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I know, this is brain power, bitch. On a failed save, you teleport the target to a point within 20 feet of its initial position, and it takes 2d6 force damage plus 1d6 for every 5 levels of your character, up to 46 at level 10. Because in this game, instead of maxing out at level 20, you only max out at level 10. On a successful save, the target is teleported, but takes no damage. After you use this mutation, you must complete a short or long rest before you can use it again. So it's another once a rest thing. But you can teleport a dude and maybe crush him along the way.
2d6, you said?
2d6, yes. And on level 5, it's 3d6. At level 10, that's pretty based. Yeah. Good.
Can you stack it all the way?
Keep
How
going.
are you guys looking?
I'm going to watch.
Yeah, but they can't see. Look what you've done, Alan.
Look what you made me do. Got him.
This is how I get treated at the
I
table.
breathed it on him.
This is how I get treated at the table.
Beautiful.
Why can't I be wise to the wormhole shut? Why do I have to be smart? This is unfortunate.
It's like the wisdom in your wormhole teleporting is like, you know what?
See,
I should send him to the
you're
dimension
s-
of pretty
See,
meadows and
here's the thing.
flowers.
You're not smart enough to know how it works, but you're wise enough to know that you suck at it. Okay, that's how this
I
works.
mean, I can very reliably shunt people.
Well, you're wise enough to know that if you were a little bit smarter, you'd be good at this. Okay.
So yeah, you're not smart enough to know how to use it, but wise enough to know that you shouldn't go in there.
Yeah.
I see.
You don't put tomatoes in a fruit salad.
I see why it
Based.
has you. I see why it has you decide your ability scores first,
Yes.
so you can screw yourself over. Like
Get
this.
get fucked. Okay, I believe that's everybody's mutations.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
There's an echo now. Echo this.
There's an echo now.
You might be talking too loud, and the other mic is picking up.
Yeah.
I can hear
probably.
Daniel and what the heck?
Can you still hear me twice when it's a little quieter?
Hold on, I'm backing this up then, and I will lower the
I did hear
gain.
my voice twice. Easy, Mo. There we go. Now I can hear it on the Blue Yeti.
Or at least Daniel. Oh, I can hear Daniel and Varun twice. Yeah, it's probably because I just have this not backed up far enough for me. Okay, there. All
I
right,
hear you sometimes on the Blue.
blew this.
What the heck? What
Now,
the heck?
moving
Oh,
on.
That's on both.
Moving on. Just keep close. There we go. Now, we move on to the next part. Gamma 5 and the universe in it. I'll listen now and let you know if it's better. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Gamma 5 and the world around it is a barter system, which means tough titties, United States dollar, Australian dollar, euro, franc, whatever the fuck. Which means it's about resources. Do you need it? Do I have it? 2 chickens, 1 ox. You do the math. Atheist 1, God 0. Now, to get people started, you have a starting wallet of just random shit that you found in the wasteland. You know, you have to be immersed. You have your things. You have items. This isn't your first rodeo. This isn't your first Radland. You're here hanging out in the desert, in like fucking nuked out Washington, D.C., Fallout 3. You know, you can't go 10 feet without finding a goddamn Vault-Tec lunchbox hanging out on the floor full of somebody's used condoms.
I hope we have the ice cream truck.
Now here is
Speaking of used condoms.
speaking of used condoms, welcome to the ice cream truck stream. Now this next table that we roll on is determined. Oh wait, no. Okay, yeah. So this next thing here is the scavenge junk table that we will get a bit soon here in a second. But first we have to get through the infrastructure of the game. So now we figure out like the level, the class, and all this shit. So now, in Gamma 5, you only have one class. Only one class, and that's Gamma Wanderer, which is pretty much just like the best of everything because, good God, you need it. For the love of God, this game is very, very taxing. So level 1, your proficiency bonus is +2. You gain okay.
To what?
2
To what?
based hit dice. So your hit dice as a Gamma Wanderer is a D12 per level.
Ooh.
So and since you're level 1, you don't roll it, you just max it out and then add your con modifier, and that's your starting health.
16.
Let's see, and then after every other level, you roll a D12, add your con modifier. That's how much your max increases by. Now we go to proficiencies. Armor, all armor and shields. Weapons, all weapons. Tools, none. You're all fucking cavemen. Congratulations. Saving throws. Here we go. You choose 2 saving throws from strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. So anything from the basics, you can choose 2 to be proficient in for your saving throws.
2. 2 of them.
You can shop at 5 or 6 stores.
Or just 1.
Or just 1. And then fucking, you do the thing. We have it?
Yep. I chose Dex and Wisdom.
I see.
Yes. Something.
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
All right, moving on.
What the fuck? What'd you pick?
Oh, that's what we should have just said something. I chose Dex and Intelligence.
Oh, I see we have a lot of dex builds here. All right. And then skills. You choose any 4 to be proficient in.
4.
Yes, 4.
4.
Except for ancient tech, yes. And then, like I said, history, arcana, religion has been all merged together to create one super stat, which is conspiracy, which kind of covers all that. And then medicine has been replaced with science. And then there's ancient tech in the intelligence table, but you can't touch that anyways. So it was whatever. Very cool, very uncouth. Still hearing him in both mics. Yeah, that's just my fault.
What the heck?
That's my fault. It keeps absorbing everything. I probably just need to be quieter. I'm so used to just like booming it up, booming myself up, booming. I'm so used to being such a boomer.
So arcana, nature, religion are all conspiracy.
Arcana history.
Arcana.
Yes. Yes.
Done.
Perfect.
I chose stealth, insight, science.
Okay. So yes, more of a mental fortitude kind of thing. Okay.
Well, yes,
Mm.
not really.
Wise beyond your days. Fucking.
With my slightly above average wisdom.
Yeah, your average lifespan as a cockroach for fucking like 2 weeks.
Yeah, but I'm immune to your bombs.
Yeah. Wow. Very cool. Wow. Sucker. Very cool. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we have our skills. You start with the following equipment: a Wanderer's Pack and a light or medium armor of your choice, plus a shield if you want. Now let's specify what the hell is going on here with these. Now. Okay, perfect. So, light armor will be 12 plus your dex modifier. Medium armor, 14 plus your dex modifier. Limited to 2, yes. Light armor protects you, but still lets you run and move quickly. Examples are Kevlar vest, heavy leather clothing, a rugby uniform with thick shoulder pads, and a helmet, or just some thick padded clothing. Medium armor gives good protection, but somewhat limits your agility. Examples are anti-riot gear, heavy military uniform, a thick hide armor, or a chainmail vest from a historic reenactment shop. God save the Queen. We'll get to the flavor of it here in a second, I suppose.
I got a 20. I might. Armor class.
Just to be nice and dense. Yeah, it's just an old piece of like your endoskeleton that you shed a while back. Yeah, shield is +2. Almost anything sturdy, vaguely circular or square, and that can be welded with one hand makes a good shield. There you go, Varun.
Yes, I have a 22 AC.
So shield? What is the shield effect? I know it gives you +2 to
Armor class, yeah.
Class, and
it takes a hand.
Takes a hand. That's it. Doesn't have any other effects.
Pretty much. Road sign, a steel wheel, a bar table, or a wooden door. Just throw in a couple of straps and you're good to go. Amen.
I'll use a piece of hardened carrot.
It's like the ass endoskeleton from your girl back home. You fucking just before combat begins, you fucking like bring it up to your fucking smell receptors and just like give it like a quick sniff. Just like, oh, I'm coming home to you, babe. Ooh. Okay. Level 1, by the way, is you gain the second wind ability. So as a survivor of the Wastelands, you've learned to withstand pain and jump right back into the frame. So on your turn, you can use a bonus action to regain hit points equal to 1d12 plus your Gamma Wanderer level. So it's a d12 plus 1, or your level. d12 plus your level, and it's once per rest. On your turn as a bonus action. I wonder if I should just turn the music back on. Just get that rolling in the distance. That bad boy going.
Yeah. What's next?
All right. Well. Okay. Then a melee weapon. either a light or a heavy one. Let's figure out what those mean. So, weapons. So, a light melee weapon is 1d8 bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing, depending on whatever the fuck you end up picking, and has the properties of finesse and light. A heavy melee weapon is 2d6 bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing. You decide based on the weapon, and is heavy and two-handed. Now, light melee weapon can be used to make quick attacks. Examples are a kitchen knife, a pair of surgeon's scissors, a scimitar, a machete, or a novelty katana you sharpen for the occasion. And then a heavy melee weapon packs a considerable hit and requires two hands. Examples are a road sign, a sledgehammer, a chainsaw, a baseball bat, or a wooden telegraph pole, if you can lift it. Granted, there is a mutation in here where you can get like extra arms. I fucking love that mutation. I wish somebody here got that, because then you'd be able to hold like a shield and two-handed fucking thing.
One time I got that mutation twice, so I could wield two heavy weapons. Fantastic.
Fucking, you're the Indiana Jones thing where you have like two logs coming in together on the dude's head and just like crushing him. Oh yeah, just like in Star Wars, it fucking like destroyed the AT-AT, except your arms just going on somebody. And then if somebody can get like 4 arms and then the giant mutation at the same time, they can just fucking hold like telegraph poles. Start swinging those bad boys around. I'm here to save the day. Okay. Fascinating.
Oh, there we go. It was...
So, finesse means you can use either strength or dexterity as the modifier behind it. Light fucking means I think you can throw it. Heavy, yeah, which by the way, with the light melee weapon, you can optionally throw it. For the most case. And then heavy means it can't be well wielded by anybody below the size of medium, I believe. And then two-handed, yeah, you need two hands. Good, hold on.
Fucking... Going on with these ranged weapons? Have we gotten there yet? I was not paying attention.
I believe we are about to get to that. Yeah, we are. Okay. Now we move on to a ranged weapon. Either a light, heavy, or a light gun, or a heavy gun, and ammunition, if you choose a glizzy. So now coming to the ranged weapon. Here we go. Let's see here. So light ranged is 1d8 bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, depending on whatever the fuck you use. Ranged 80 to 320. That's 80 feet normally, up to 320 with disadvantage. It just means you have to get a bit more of a crack shot. Optional if it being thrown. A quick, reliable ranged weapon that fires an easily made projectile, or a thrown weapon you launch at your target. If you want, this weapon can have the thrown property. Its range changes to 20, 60, which means at 20 feet normally, 60 disadvantage, blah, 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 blah. And you can use your strength instead of dexterity for attack and damage rolls. Examples are a thrown hand axe, a sling, a shuriken, a bowling ball, a chunk of rock, or a hand crossbow. And then heavy ranged weapon is a D12, bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing, depending on whatever weapon you choose. And then is ranged 100 to 400 and is two-handed. Heavy range requires two hands to be fired and deals significant damage. Its projectiles are easily crafted, so don't require special ammunition. Examples are a carbon fiber compound bow, a heavy crossbow from a medieval reenactment, a harpoon gun, or a potato gun.
Of course.
A potato gun does the same amount of damage as a harpoon gun.
Hey, I remember there was like an errata further down here that's like, yes, I understand that a heavy range weapon can mean like anything from a potato gun to an RPG. If you need to change the damage, then you might need to change the damage. But otherwise, yeah, it's a bit of a generalized.
Rules.
I don't. Hey man, I don't make the rules. I just fucking bend them. I just bend them.
I hate to play. I hate the game.
Just like crack open someone's skull with it.
Move on to the ones with special animation.
Yes.
Move on to those.
Then we move on to the glizzies. Now, light ranged gun is 2d6, bludgeoning and piercing. Ammunition, which means is required ammunition. We'll talk about ammunition in a second here. And then ranged 80 to 320. A heavy ranged gun is, well, actually, light range gun. When it requires ammunition to work, this weapon is a one-handed, reliable firearm. Examples are more or less any handgun. Heavy ranged gun is 2d10 bludgeoning and piercing. Did your app just crash again?
And I lost a bunch of shit.
Oh, did it? Dude, what the fuck?
Right,
What's
I'm done using
going
this.
on?
I'll do it on my phone. I have there.
Better luck next time. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up, dude. Apple products, am I right, guys? Poggers in the chat for Apple products. Wow, dude.
Sarah, are you still hearing me in both mics? I think you might be. You might be hearing me in both
what
mics, but it's
about
hard
me?
to tell.
I don't think you're here.
You might be a redneck. Can I?
What's going on? Sometimes it looks like it's me in both mics, but
I'm changing something. There we go. Thank you. Cool. Done. No more of that. Got him.
fascinating.
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 Very strange.
Fascinating.
Very strange.
Fascinating. Okay. Moving on. Yeah, so heavy range gun, a powerful firearm that requires two hands to be used. Examples are a hunting rifle, a shotgun, an assault rifle, or a bazooka. Note. Yeah, here it is. The damage and range entries on these weapons are abstract and far from a simulationist intent. By no means do we actually believe that a bazooka hits as hard as a hunting rifle, or that a shuriken packs the same hit of a thrown bowling ball. By any means, if you prefer a more complex damage scaling, feel free to adopt it. Sounds okay. It sounds okay now. Some latency stuff, not bad though. Oh yeah, look at that.
We're only losing 1% of our
Yeah,
frames.
apparently somewhere in there we were dropping some frames. Anyways.
1%'s not bad though.
Oh yeah. We're pretty good. Okay. Yeah, moving on here. What do we have? Okay, I think so. Now that we have all our guns figured out, which by the way, what does everybody have? What did everybody choose?
I need some time to catch
So
up.
my character is using first of all, they're dressed in a light armor, which is this beat up radiation suit.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough.
And then their shield is a panel from the reactor. Piece of that like super light, either aluminum. That's being used. The melee weapon is literally one of those like fluorescent lights. Beating people with. That's my light weapon.
Oh, like the little like fucking like the glass.
Exactly, but it's obviously because it's a reactor and it's sci-fi. It's one of those super hard glasses that don't break.
Oh yeah, the super steel.
Super steel. Yeah, sure.
Looking
yeah, super
clear.
steel.
Yeah, transparent aluminum, I believe, was what the Star Trek term was.
Sure. And his light gun is what it is a light.
I see.
Some variety.
A light gun.
A light gun, not heavy, nothing too.
It's a gun that shoots light. It has like a flashlight at the end of it. That's the only thing that works. The actual gun itself is like broken.
Laser pointer.
Yeah, it's just like, what's that over there? And then yeah, so ammunition. We have to get ammunition here. So ammunition is if you are using a gun, ammunition is more just like a generic slot in your backpack for if you ever use the gun twice in the same encounter, you have to roll to see if whether or not your ammunition got used up during that combat encounter. If you roll successfully, then you still have the ammunition. If you roll unsuccessfully, then the ammunition pops up, and unless you have another instance of ammunition in your backpack, then boo-hoo, tough titties, you're not going to be able to use that gun unless you want a paperweight until you get some more ammunitions.
Yeah.
Why don't you come back when you're a little richer? Okay, so Varun's doing his thing. What do we got here? I believe after we have the gun figured out, yes, we go to the scavenged junk table that we cock-teased about earlier. Yes, Daniel?
Yes.
We are to roll 2d4. And that is how many random pieces of gear you get on the scavenged junk table. Why don't you go ahead and roll
That's
that?
a 4.
Okay,
Right.
so we have a 4 so far.
The 1. It's a 5.
Okay, so you're a little handsy. You're a little bit of a klepto.
All right, sorry.
Well, that's technically
Back
average.
to the basic equipment. Armor, shield, melee, and gun or ranged. What? Right?
Light or medium armor plus a shield. A light or heavy melee weapon, and then a light, heavy, light gun or heavy gun for a ranged weapon. He's gonna be getting these, boys. Trust me. Dude, it's gonna be lighted up.
What should I hit people with?
Yes.
That's a good question.
You have your X's, another part of your X.
My
You
X
should
is-
have your X's like leg.
X is X is.
She's dead.
Exactly.
She's dead.
Fucking
And
use
this
their
bug's
body parts, fucking weapons and armor.
Yeah, in his culture of his advanced society, it's seen as romantic, but for everybody else, that's fucked up.
Fucking weird, yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up, dude.
Even in death, she's helping him out.
His ex died, and his police state militaristic culture that's part of his community dictates that he goes on a suicidal warpath around, and he just hasn't been able to find any good action.
And we're gonna say that's bludgeoning.
Of his ex's leg?
Yeah.
Sounds about
Absolutely.
right.
Sounds very based.
All right. Can you tell me what the deal with the gun is? I missed all that.
What's the deal with the gun? The gun is light. There's light ranged, heavy ranged, light ranged gun, or heavy ranged gun.
I'm doing light range gun.
Okay, so that would be, if I can find it, would be light ranged gun would be 2d6 bludgeoning and piercing, ammunition,
Bludgeoning.
and piercing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, like they're not like razor sharp. Like most bullets are fucking like as blunt as a knuckle, but
That's
they're
fair.
just going so damn fast they just fucking they just tear a hole through the space-time continuum in your stomach.
And what's the range on them?
Very wholesome.
80 to 320. Whole.
Wholesome.
100
2d6.
bullets in my magazine.
Welcome to the show.
And how many bullets do we?
Active shooter,
Enough.
ammunition. It's just an instance of ammunition.
How much?
And one.
An instance of
Remember,
ammunition.
So,
Oh,
wait,
okay, I see
yeah,
what you
it's
mean.
Gamma 5. So every if you shoot more than once in an encounter, you have to roll to see if you keep the ammunition.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, you have to lose. If you don't roll successfully, you lose it, and then you're SOL.
Yeah, and
get
it's
more.
like every time if you're like super lucky, you're just like, man, I just keep finding these secret compartments in my JanSport
Yeah, really.
that has all these shotgun shells in it. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy, man. Fucking crazy. Okay, and then so now that I believe Varun has caught back up with us on his phone, what did Varun pick? What did Varun pick?
For what? Sorry.
I mean, just in general, like what? Catch us back up with what your character has.
1 second.
Very.
I need to finish.
Very cool.
Correct.
You're both one-handers. You just like
Shield in one hand, light weapon in the other.
there's like
for both
knife,
of
like
us.
Exactly.
a knife and a fucking Walter. I'm ready to go.
All right. So my deal is
That's the deal.
yeah. I got all my mutations. And shit. My name is Bugman because I'm not original.
Okay. I mean, well, we can get to the
We haven't
flavor
gotten
of
there
it
yet.
Mhm.
in a little bit here. We can still elaborate on that. We're just working on.
You know, I definitely picked putting the 15 in my intelligence earlier. I didn't put it. I don't know.
Of course, of
Sir,
course.
yes, sir.
Be sure to subscribe. If you doubt Varun right now, be sure to subscribe.
Yeah, 15 strength, 16 dex, 18 con, 10 4 10.
10-4.
I chose stealth,
10.
medicine, insight, and I gained survival by default.
We think we're funny here at Foop.
You're the fucking boobs in your ass.
I got a revolver and my ex's leg, and my ex is a piece of her exoskeleton. That's what I'm armed with.
I got my ex's ass, her thigh.
Got all the pieces. Got a whole chicken here.
I have to
got
reassemble the
I
puzzle.
got the important parts of her.
That was all that mattered to me.
Fucking hell.
Christ.
What am I, just a leg and a carapace to you?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently, his society is very misogynistic as well.
All right, and now I gotta roll 2d4.
Mm-hmm. That's right. We're trying to get to the scavenged items here.
Ooh.
4.
Hey, you can
Okay.
do 5
Okay. Very
like
cool.
me.
Very cool.
5 is average in the most common.
4.
Hey, we got a
He's a
klepto
rich
here.
boy.
He's rich in spirit, apparently, too. He's fucking sniffing his ex's ass.
For a society that identifies each other based off smell and not sight, that's kind of the equivalent of like a World War II soldier having a little keepsake.
True. And he doesn't have a nose; it's antenna, right? So he
So
just
it's
like tap. Yeah. So he's like sitting there like before battle. He's just like tapping her girlfriend's ass with his antenna. Tapping that ass one last time. Gross.
Anyways,
Fucking
you roll
gross.
first. You have more than me, so you roll
All
first.
right.
So we have the scavenge. Okay, perfect. Let me just roll up the. So
Five
here's another thing.
characters.
The DLC in the original paper have count them, two completely different tables. So on top of the 2d4, they will be rolling. Well, no, it's a 2 different D100 tables, is what I'm saying. So on top of the D100, they will be rolling. I mean, if we have a coin, we'd flip a coin, but we
just use a
don't.
D6,
So we can just use
evens
a
and odds.
D6, evens and odds, exactly. That will determine which table they'll go from, and then the D100 will determine which item on that table that they will pull from to give it the most, the most options here. The most.
I refuse to get over her. She was everything to me.
Get over her. Get over her. Get over her.
Okay.
It just
so
really bugs him.
I got odds. I got odds and 26.
Somebody fucking redeem applause real quick.
Is
Okay.
odds old or new?
Odds and 26. We'll figure that out right now. Is odds old or is
I
odds
feel like
new?
odds should be old because the numbers go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So
Yeah,
1
agreed.
is the old, 2 is the new, 3 is the old, 4 is the
Yeah,
new.
I agree.
Odd
Okay.
is old.
Odd is old. Odd is old. Odd is old. Okay, perfect. Let me whip it out. Scavenge junk. And you got what?
26.
26. 26 on the old table is a solar power generator.
That could be useful if I knew how to fucking use it.
Lasts 6 hours, recharges in 2, requires daylight. Yeah, that's true. That's an ancient tech. So, I mean, I feel like it's a bit more complex than a fucking microwave, unless it's one of those things where it's like a little like USB plug-in on the side.
Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me.
Fucking welcome to the
Shitty
horror.
laptop speakers.
Welcome to the Halloween special.
Well, does it technically count as ancient tech because it's not part of the ancient tech table?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Same thing. A car is technically considered ancient tech.
I see. So it's yours next. 1 of 8.
Granted, sure, there's like different levels of ancient tech. Like, it's harder to operate a plasma gun than a fucking car, but it's still ancient tech.
69.
That's pretty funny.
On the old new table.
That's a funny joke.
That is very
69 is new.
Nice.
funny. Haha.
69 is new.
We only have Reddit tier jokes on Foop.
Very funny. I love this joke. 69 is a birdhouse.
A birdhouse.
A birdhouse.
Understood. Yes,
That's
sir.
that's the highest DC ancient tech thing there is.
How do I use this?
Fucking 42 ancient tech.
Birds aren't real.
It's not. Yeah, it's they. You know they.
It's a government.
they called it a
drone
burn spotter.
charging facility. Okay, incredibly difficult to use.
Now it doesn't specify whether or not it's full.
It has birds in it. It's called
That's-
birdhouse for a reason.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't specify whether or not anything's actually in it.
Yeah,
Varun,
fine.
please.
I got another 5, 42.
So odd is old,
Mhm.
and 42. 42. It is a dictionary. He's working hard, okay? He's at least putting in the effort.
Wait, does this mean I can translate ancient text to operate ancient tech better?
Well, I feel like ancient text is like it's written in the ancient
Yeah, but-
text. You're like sitting there with the
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
like
It's
that would
not like-
require that it have two different languages in it.
That's like using a dictionary, like reading a dictionary to know how to use like a microwave. It's not gonna help you use ancient
Well, I mean,
tech.
no. If
Microwave,
you know,
microwave,
the
microwave.
language, you could read the buttons. You know.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you know how to use
Fair.
a microwave,
Fair,
right?
fair,
Just
fair,
because you
fair.
know what the buttons do.
Microwave. An entity that emits microwaves to heat up your entity. I see. Now how do I use this?
Now,
Fucking English to
Oh shit! Yeah.
fucking English to French dictionary.
97 on the
Oh,
new
you get
one.
ancient tech.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
probably means actual like ancient tech. 97. Yep. Roll 1d20 on the random ancient gear table. So this is where we get into some weird like Warhammer-esque like weird shit.
1.
One.
Oh, that's
okay.
good or bad.
Very based.
I think that's the robot dog.
Literally just a.
So let's find out here. Actually, you know what? Should we hold that off until we get to the end here, or should we just keep that?
We're gonna forget. No, we're not gonna forget it. We're not gonna forget. It's a number 1. Easy. I'll save it here. Let's come back to it.
Based.
All right.
Based on
what do I get? I got an 11. Also on the old table.
Okay, 11 on the old table.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Dude, your D6 loves 5.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Ew.
Makes you feel better. Mine was rolling 4s all day.
This is the old one. Here we go. On
All day,
5.
2 hours.
It is a plastic mug with the label "I heart caffeine."
As my phone battery's at 80. Oh, never mind. It's now at 89%. Sorry.
How could you lie to us, Daniel?
I don't know.
I less than 3, you caffeine. Oh God, remember that YouTube channel? Less than 3.
Oh, fucking
Or what was it? Equals 3? What was it?
equals 3. Equals
Yeah, it was
3.
equals 3. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay,
Ray
okay.
William Johnson.
That's the one. That's the one.
How the fuck
That's
do
a
you spell
long-ass
caffeine?
time ago.
What was up? Oh, hey, Cam, go. What's going on?
What was
How do you spell caffeine? CAFFIENE.
Okay. Thought it was, but then it looks wrong.
I before E except after based.
Alrighty, it's your turn.
It just like mutters. That's correct.
25 on the new table.
25 the new. We appear to have the two different halves here. We have the old and the new. Of course. 25. What was it? 25?
Yes.
25 on the new is hempen rope, 20 feet.
Can you smoke that?
Rope.
But it's hemp.
It's rope.
Yeah, but it's rope. 20 feet or 25 feet?
20.
Hey, speaking of rope.
You think it would make more sense for it to be 25 since it's on 25?
Yeah, I know.
Anyways.
Speaking of rope, what is in the back?
Yes, we should get to that. We should talk about that.
Let's do that later.
Let's talk about race.
I mean, we can do that later.
It is a lot. Yeah, it is a lot. So we'll specify that in a minute here. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Time to get the momentum going.
I got a 76 on the new table.
76. Hey, there we go. 76. Finally, a toe dip in the new. 76 is a succulent plant.
Okay.
He got himself a fucking little babby cacti.
Alright.
Very cool. Very topical, being that it's Arizona.
10 on the new one.
10 on the new. It looks like we are also here. Okay, very cool, very cool, very cool.
You
10.
could smoke it, but it ain't gonna do what you think it will do. That is a very good point.
It's hemp.
That's a
10.
very good point.
A wooden desk.
Wouldn't that?
There you go. You got it right here, boys. You'll never be able to forget it because you're right here.
I got a 59 on the
Nice.
new table.
On the new table? 59 on the new? Let's see here.
This new table.
59 is a frying pan.
Can I use that for my simple melee weapon?
Conk! It's like Left 4 Dead 2 all over again. Man, I missed that game.
85. That is an 85 on the new
Wait,
table.
how many of you rolled?
This is my
85 on the
last
new
one.
table?
Okay.
Okay, 85 on the new table. 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 Oh, roll a d6. Uh-oh.
3.
3. What do we have? A Yamaha grand piano.
Oh my god.
Damn, imagine getting this one on the taco truck.
Where do you even keep that?
I don't know. Probably on the wooden desk I gotta carry around.
Yeah,
Fuck.
one of these two entities has wheels at the bottom. Please let them have wheels on the bottom.
Alrighty.
You're like one of those fucking guys from World War II that just like found the piano in the middle of the street in Nuremberg. You're just like bring ding doo 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 doo, like playing for everybody else. They're like, please, can you not play Chopin? That shit is depressing the soldiers.
I got 94 on the old table.
94 on the old table. 94 on the old table.
Ancient tech, I hope.
94 on the old table. We have a lawnmower.
God damn it! At least I can run it.
Amen, sister.
Assuming it has.
Fuel.
Well, I have electricity.
Yeah, but it might be
An electric lawnmower? Come on. What is this? 2032?
I got 2 left.
Oh my god.
72 on the new table.
72 on the new table. Let's see. What do we have? We have 72. A typewriter. This man's self-sufficient.
Wow.
Fucking get this guy fucking flat over at bombed out DC. This guy's gonna be able to handle himself. The two of you are just like, this is just like a fucking IKEA trip. It's like, okay, we're just getting some stuff over for our house, and then suddenly the bombs go off.
And more rope. Oh, we need rope.
The bombs went off just as you were finishing your shopping trip to IKEA. God help us all.
Well, this was a 70, but then the other die knocked it into 30. So
It counts. It counts.
Which one?
It counts.
Which one? 70?
He's not gonna tell you the answer.
Okay, it's 74 on the new table.
74 on the new table. 74 on the new table. 74 on the new table. This is the last one, right?
Yep.
A poncho.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna be wearing that over my medium arm, which is pieces of my ex's body strapped to mine.
Oh my.
Yeah, everybody always gives you like stank eye with the exoskeleton. So you're just honestly you just put the poncho over it and people stare at you less.
Mr. DM, I think since we're done, what is my ancient tech?
Yeah, so you pulled a 1, right?
Wait, 1.
You pulled a 1. Is there an ancient tech level in here?
Robot
No.
dog.
Ancient gear. So this is really where we're getting to some weird sci-fi shit as far as ancient tech. This is like that weird stuff. Number 1 is a bioscanner.
Ooh. Alright, tell me, Mr. DM, what does a bioscanner do?
Now, the funny thing with these ancient techs here is that if you're trying to operate stuff, if it requires like more complex operation, then you end up having to roll on the ancient, and then it has a complexity level, which, is actually meaningful. Like normally with like cars and shit, like sure they have a complexity level, but it's usually too damn low to actually give a shit about. But with this ancient tech stuff, you actually gotta like sit there and figure out how the buttons work and stuff. So they have a complexity level that you have to roll over on the ancient tech to be able to use it properly. Otherwise, you risk breaking the damn thing. And breaking an ancient tech thing kind of means it's kaput, because I don't know how the hell you're going to be able to find a mechanic for this thing. So bioscanner, a small handheld device that scans the surrounding area for life forms. It is a gadget, means a little handheld. The complexity level is 10, so it's pretty straightforward. It's like a 50-50. If you end up if you don't have any intelligence modifier, which I mean, I'm pretty sure you do. And then active. As a bonus action on your turn, you can activate the bioscanner. For 1 hour, you know the exact position of any living creature within 120 feet of you. So essentially, you're like, I'm sick and tired of this bug not being able to find anybody. I'm gonna increase his range.
Blind sight. Excuse you.
Excuse me. Yeah,
He's just got better blind sight.
Yeah, the bug is just the battery saving mode of the bioscanner.
Alright, so complexity of 10 activates all living creatures in 120 feet for 1 hour and see their precise location to be.
For